A triangle ABC has coordinates A, B and C. So we can see that A has coordinates minus 4, 0, 4, 0. That means we have this distance 4 units, another distance 4 units. And the point C has coordinates 0, 3. That means this height is 3 units, which means this distance, if we calculated using Pythagoras theorem, it will be 5 units because it's forming a right triangle 3, 4, 5. And similarly, the length of BC will also be 5 units. Now, next, the question says that point P is in the first quadrant and area of triangle ABP has half the area of triangle. ABP is half of ABC. So triangle ABP is half of area of triangle ABC. Now, we already know that area of the triangle is given by the property half of base multiplied by height, where for both the triangles we can consider AB as base. Since both the triangle ABC and APB have the base common, which is AB, therefore we can say that the height of point P should be half the height of C, only then the area of the triangle ABP will be half of the triangle ABC. So although we do not know the x coordinate of point P, we can say the y coordinate of point P will be half of the y coordinate of point C. That means it will be 3 by 2. Now the next information is that both the triangles have same perimeter. Now the perimeter of triangle ABC will be AB plus BC plus AC, and the area and the perimeter of triangle ABP will be AB plus BP plus PA. But we can see that AB is common, which means we can comfortably say that AP plus BP should be equal to AC plus BC, which is equal to 5 plus 5, that is equal to 10. That means now we know another relationship, AP plus BP is equal to 10 units, which means whenever needed we can convert AP or BP into each other. Okay, having noted this information, now let us see what is the question asking. What is the length of CP? Now if we knew the coordinate of point P, we can use the distance formula to find the length of CP. So the only problem is the x coordinate of point P. So now every single effort will be directed towards finding out the x coordinate of point P. Now to find that out, what I'm doing is, let us just quickly drop a perpendicular here and let's call this point Q. Now taking this point Q, we want to consider something about the x. We want to form some equation with respect to the x. Let's look at this triangle APQ. In triangle APQ, which is a right angle triangle because PQ is perpendicular, we can see that AP square can be written as AQ square plus QP square, but AQ will be equal to 4 plus x. So I'm writing it as 4 plus x square plus PQ. PQ is same as the x. Okay, PQ is equal to 3 by 2 because that is a y coordinate. So that is 3 by 2 square. That is one thing. And similarly, we can look at another smaller triangle, triangle BPQ. In this triangle, we can see that BP square, that means this hypotenuse square, is equal to BQ, but BQ is x minus 4 because from this point to Q, the distance is x. So this particular distance will be x minus 4. So that will be x minus 4 square plus again the y coordinate 3 by 2 square. Now we have these two equations that we need to simplify together. How do we simplify is entirely up to us. So now we can see that 3 by 2 square is common in both the equations. So I'm going to simplify it that way, that AP square minus 4 plus x whole square. That means it is equal to 3 by 2 square. 3 by 2 square should be equal to BP square minus x minus 4 whole square, because 3 by 2 square can be taken away from second equation as well. Now that means this part should be equal to this part, and we can also say that BP is equal to 10 minus AP. So that's what I'm going to write next. That means I'm writing AP square plus 4 plus x square. Now let's just quickly open it up, which can be written as 16 plus x square plus 8x should be equal to BP, which is 10 minus AP whole square minus x minus 4 whole square becomes x square plus 16 minus 8x. Let's simplify it further. That means AP square minus 16 minus x square minus 8x should be equal to 10 square, that is 100, plus AP square minus 20 times of AP minus x square minus 16 plus 8x. Now let's see that what all can be cancelled out. So x square can be cancelled out like this. Similarly, AP square can be cancelled out like this because that is common. And similarly, one more thing I can see can be cancelled out, and that is 16, minus 16 on the both sides. So now we are going to simplify the leftover, which means on the left side we are left with minus 8x, on the right side we are left with 100 minus 20 AP plus 8x. So that gives us 20 AP will be equal to 16x plus 100, and that finally gives us AP is equal to 4 by 5x plus 5. Now, this is another important relationship. Now we have AP in terms of x from this equation, and we also have AP in terms of x from equation number 1. So the next that we are going to do is simplify these two relationships. That means I'm substituting the value of AP in this equation. So we can write 4 by 5x plus 5 whole square is equal to, let's open this bracket, that means 16 plus x square plus 8x plus 9 over 4. Let's open the left hand side as well, so that becomes 16 by 25 x square plus 25 a square plus b square plus 2 times of AB, that means 8x is equal to 16 plus x square plus 8x plus 9 by 4. We can see 8x can be cancelled out from both the sides. Now we are going to simplify the x square. So x square minus 16 by 25 x square gives us 9 by 25 x square is equal to 25 minus 16 minus 9 by 4, which is equal to, we have 9 minus 9 by 4, that means 27 by 4, which means x square can be written as 27 by 4 times 25 by 9, which means 25 by 4 times 3, which gives us x is equal to 5 root 3 divided by 2. Now we have got the value of x. Now so far we have done a lot of calculation and we have got the exact coordinates of this point, and which are 5 root 3 divided by 2. Okay, let me just write it on the next board. So the coordinates of point P now become 5 root 3 divided by 2 comma 3 by 2, and now we need to find out the distance PC. So I am just erasing this so that I can find out the length of PC. Now PC will be equal to square root of, now we are using the distance formula, which is x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. So that can be written as x2 minus x1, that means 5 root 3 by 2 minus 0 whole square plus 3 by 2 minus 3 whole square. That becomes equal to square root of 25 times 3 by 2 plus 3 by 2 square, which is 9 by 4, and this also is 4. Simplifying this becomes 75 plus 9, which is equal to 84 by 4, which is equal to square root of 21. So that's the length of PC. So finally we have our answer, which is option D. I hope you enjoyed the explanation. Thank you so much.